How many times did you get to the end of the day after having a good day of eating only to find yourself in the kitchen at 9 p.m. eating cereal over your countertop or scooping Nutella straight out of the jar thinking, why can't I just have some self-control? If this sounds familiar, here's something that I need you to hear. This isn't about a lack of willpower or discipline. Throughout the month, your hormones are changing, and those hormones affect everything from your appetite, cravings, and even how you process foods. Today, I'm gonna be speaking about why cravings happen, but most importantly, what you can do to combat them. First, we need to understand what is going on in the body. Your menstrual cycle is so much more than just a monthly bleed. It's 4 distinct phases, and in each phase, there's hormones that are doing a completely different thing. Let me give you a quick overview. Here's an example of a 28-day cycle. Day 1 to 5 is your menstruation. Here's where your bleeding happens. Then from day 6 to roughly day 13 is your follicular phase. Then we have ovulation, which lasts roughly 2 to 3 days, and from day 16 to day 28, it's where your luteal phase happens. In each phase, there's hormones which ebb and flow that impact your hunger and cravings. There's 2 key players that I want you to keep in mind: estrogen and progesterone. During the first half of your cycle, estrogen is rising. And while estrogen is rising, so is your serotonin. Serotonin is your feel-good neurotransmitter. Your energy is up, you feel good, and you're generally in a better mood. However, after ovulation, estrogen starts to drop, and so does your serotonin. Low serotonin means lower mood, and your brain starts to look for quick fixes. And what is the fastest way to boost serotonin? Carbs and sugar. At the same time, progesterone is rising, and progesterone does 2 important things. First, it increases your appetite, but it also increases your metabolism. This means that we are burning anywhere between 100 to 300 calories extra a day. Your body literally needs more fuel. Hold tight, I'm nearly finished. There's one more piece of the puzzle. Insulin sensitivity. Insulin sensitivity is higher in the first half of the cycle, which means that the body is more equipped at burning through carbohydrates. However, that insulin sensitivity declines in the second half of the cycle, which means that the body needs to work extra to process carbs. And this leads to blood sugar dips and thereby cravings. So let me say this again because it's super important. This is not your willpower. This is not you being undisciplined. This is your biology doing exactly what it's supposed to do. All right, now that you know that you're not the problem and it's your biology literally altering you to crave more in different foods, what do you do with this information? I'm going to give you 3 strategies to help you with those cravings. Strategy number 1 is start tracking your cycle. You don't need anything fancy. An app such as Clue, Flow, or I personally love to use Stardust will do the job, or you can even mark it on your calendar. After 2 to 3 cycles, you're gonna start to notice the patterns. You'll know exactly when the cravings hit. And the benefit of that is that when you know when it's exactly happening, you can prepare for it. About 5 days before your period hits, I want you to do some strategic meal planning before you're in the thick of it, because let me tell you, when those cravings hit, you're gonna want something that's convenient. So make the convenient option an easy one. Place fruit in a fruit basket and place them on a kitchen table. Stock your fridge with colorful veggies. Buy pre-cooked meats or batch cook them so that they are easy to grab and throw into stir fries or salads, and make a healthier version of your favorite treats so that it's easy to grab and go when you're craving it. Strategy number 2 is satisfy, not suppress. And this is huge. Do not try and white knuckle your way through cravings. This always backfires. This restriction leads to overeating, then guilt. We're not doing that. Instead, we will upgrade your snacks to make them more blood sugar and hormone friendly. If you are craving chocolate, go for high quality dark chocolate and pair it with a couple of spoons of Greek yogurt. That way you're getting that chocolate craving, but also adding protein and fats to make it more satisfying. If you are craving carbs, then batch cook some baked oats that you can heat up in the microwave, have with a little bit of custard or again some Greek yogurt, and you're feeling like you're eating dessert without throwing your blood sugar out of whack. And if you're craving something salty, try some popcorn with some sea salt, some olive oil. That way you're getting what you want, but making it more more nutritious. The principle is super simple. Add protein and fiber to whatever you're craving. You're satisfying the craving, but you're also upgrading it with more nutritional choice. Strategy number 3 is to support your cycle nutritionally. There are certain nutrients that your menstrual cycle absolutely thrives on. Magnesium is a big one. Low magnesium levels are associated with cravings and more intense PMS symptoms. And nowadays, more women are depleted in magnesium due to living in fast-paced environments, creating stress, and stress depletes magnesium levels. So the week before your period, you can focus on magnesium-rich foods such as dark chocolate. Yes, we're all gonna love that one. Spinach, avocados, almonds. B vitamins are also vital because they help the body metabolize the hormones, and you can find B vitamins in foods such as legumes, eggs, salmon, and poultry. And omega-3 fatty acids, which can reduce inflammation and actually improve mood, and you can find them in things like salmon, flaxseed, chia seeds, walnuts. And I'm always going to be food first approach, but there's going to be moments where even when you optimize your diet, you might be still lacking in certain nutrients, and this is where supplementation comes into place. So if you're going for a magnesium supplement, choose magnesium glycinate. This is best taken before bed as it helps relax the body and relax the mind. Omega-3 supplement, so a fish oil, quality is important here, and then also a B vitamin complex. Now, before you go taking any supplements, make sure that you consult with your medical practitioner. Okay, before I wrap up, I want to talk about the mindset piece, because yes, strategy is important, but if you're still beating yourself up, none of this is going to matter. I said this at the beginning and I'm going to say it again. You're not lacking willpower and you're not lacking discipline. Studies show that 70 to 90% of women experience cravings before your period. So it's not a you problem, it's being a human with a menstrual cycle reality. And here's another thing. You wouldn't expect to eat the same way if your activity levels changed, right? If you were training for a marathon, you would eat more to fuel for that race. Coming into winter, when you're moving a little less, you might expect yourself to eat less food. That makes sense, right? So why would you expect to eat yourself the same amount of food every single week when your hormones, metabolism, and nutritional needs change every week? Some weeks you're gonna need more food, some weeks you're gonna need less. And that is totally valid. If you found this helpful, then make sure you save this video, because I promise when next month those cravings hit, you will want to have this information handy. And if you're new here and this type of content is helpful for you, practical, science-based information that actually makes sense, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. I post videos like this every week to help you understand your body better.